broadcast from the National Emergency Containment Authority. Citizens are advised to power off all screens immediately. This broadcast is not live. It was pre-recorded from an undisclosed underground location before we lost contact with the surface. This is not a test. Please, if you're seeing this message, stop watching immediately. Turn off your screen. Any screen. Your phone. Your TV. Your computer. If you're already smiling, it's too late to stop. I shouldn't be speaking to you, but I have to. I've seen it. I've heard it. Felt it smiling back at me in the dark. This is how it begins. It started with a corrupted tape at work. I worked alone at the National Emergency Archives, deep underground in a cold, windowless room. No sunlight, no sounds except the hum of tape reels and static from the old players. A few days ago, a box arrived. No barcode, no sender, just a faded label that read EM 203 classified. The tape inside was corrupted, glitched, distorted footage with no metadata or information to explain it. Curious, I queued it up to see what was on it. 10 minutes in, I caught my reflection in the monitor, and I was smiling, not on purpose. The smile wouldn't go away. At first, I told myself it was just a nervous tic, some kind of facial tension, or maybe I was just tired from working late. But it kept growing. My cheeks trembled uncontrollably, like they had a life of their own. I laughed quietly, breathless, like something was bubbling just under my skin. When I tried to frown, it hurt. Sharp, almost like my muscles were being forced. I glanced at my reflection in the monitor's glass. The face staring back wasn't mine. That grin was too wide, too forced. And my eyes, they were leaking something thick and oily, like tears but heavier. I blinked hard, but the smile stayed. The next night, I woke up with my jaw locked tight, stiff, unmoving. My teeth were grinding together hard, and my cheeks felt stretched like they were being pulled from inside. When I looked down at my pillow, it was soaked in a thick, oily black film that I couldn't explain. I forced myself to stand and face the mirror. My reflection smiled first, before I even moved a muscle. Then I heard it, a quiet, soft laughter. Not mine. It came from the monitor, even though the screen was completely off. I smashed it with everything I had, thinking it would stop. But that night, my phone lit up on its own. The same corrupted frame, the same smiling face. Still watching, still smiling. I slowed the tape down, frame by frame, desperate to find something, anything, that made sense. There were flashes, brief glimpses of half-formed mouths, rows of teeth where eyes should have been, grins flickering in and out of focus. One frame was clear enough to read, "Be happy with us." I reversed the audio, trying to hear what was hidden beneath the static. Beneath the low hum and distortion, I caught a whisper, soft but urgent. "Closer now." I sent the clip to a tech friend, hoping for answers. He called me back, voice trembling. "This isn't just corrupted footage," he said. "It's engineered, designed to spread." I asked him, "Engineered for what?" He paused, then whispered, "Get away from any screen. Now!" Then he hung up. The next morning, his phone was disconnected. Something changed in the room. The walls began to pulse, like a slow, uneven heartbeat beneath my skin. A low hum vibrated through the floorboards, almost like a warning or a call. My smile widened on its own, without any movement from my muscles. My tears felt warm, thick, and greasy as they rolled down my cheeks. I started hearing soft clicks coming from dark corners, like teeth grinding, shifting, adjusting, waiting for something. My screens were black, but they still reflected that same grinning face back at me. I stopped trusting my own eyes. I wasn't sure anymore what was real. Then I learned I wasn't the only one infected. I tracked down a retired broadcast engineer who once worked on black site projects in the 90s. When I showed him a still from the tape, his face went pale. He whispered something I wasn't ready to hear. Visual Contagion Protocol 17. A psychological virus spread through images designed to infect minds. They shut it down, he said, voice shaking. It was too effective. He begged me, burn the footage, destroy it. Then, without another word, he smashed his own screen and walked away. That night, I heard he'd hung himself, still smiling. There's a pattern I've been tracking, and it's terrifying in its precision. The first hour brings the smile, wide, forced, and uncontrollable. By the third hour, the eyes start tearing, bloodshot, and leaking a thick, oily substance. Around 10 hours in, the victims begin to laugh, quiet, breathless, unnatural laughter. And by the 24th hour, they stop breathing entirely, but the smile never fades. Yesterday, my neighbor, who's never even seen the footage, waved at me. His grin was wrong, too wide, too forced. His eyes, they didn't match that smile. When I asked how he was feeling, he just said, "You'll love it soon." He didn't blink once. It's not just video anymore. It's in dreams, nightmares where that smile waits in the dark. Radio static hums quietly at 3:07 a.m., carrying soft, almost human laughter. Babies are being born with lips already curled into that same twisted grin. Someone online said they remembered seeing the face somewhere, but couldn't say where or when. It's bleeding into memory, twisting thought itself. I see shadows where people stand, shadows grinning. And when I close my eyes at night, it's there. It grins back. I feel a strange kind of happiness, so intense it almost hurts. I want to scream, but no sound comes out. Only laughter, hollow and breathless, echoes from somewhere inside me. My reflection moves faster than I do. I've caught it smiling when I wasn't even aware. My gums are cracked and raw from the constant pressure of this forced grin. Last night, I blacked out. When I came to, I was mid-sentence, speaking words that weren't mine. We are many. I don't remember ever learning those words. I don't even know who's speaking anymore. If you're still listening, it's already inside. You heard the tone, the cadence. That's all it needs. Don't look in mirrors. Don't check your phone. Don't smile. If your lips twitch, bite down. Hard. Because the longer you wear the smile, the less of you there is underneath.